Knicks fans, welcome to another episode of Delusional Knicks Fan Network, where we bring you that Knicks content that you need. Ladies and gents, hard fought game. My Knicks pretty much dominated from top to bottom as far as pace. Defense had a little scare in the third quarter coming out from halftime, but the Knicks ultimately prevailed, beating the Cleveland Cavaliers 101 to 93. 102 to 93. As the game, Brunson started out early, giving you the efficientness, whether it's getting to the basket, layup, mid-range jump shot, three-pointers. Brunson was all across. Brunson finished the game with 29, 6, and 6. Solid game overall. But then, of course, it's Mr. Broadway Barret, who also set the tone. He was hearing all the slander, all of we need to sit Barret. Even me at a point in time was like, Barret need to step it up. You need to come through for us, Barret. And he did, ladies and gents, with 26 points on 50% shooting. Even though he went 0 for 3 for 3, he still was aggressive getting to the free throw line, still ended up shooting over 50%, and Barret came through. But it didn't stop there. The blockless monster came through, and he pretty much, for me, was the X factor in the series. I said if Mitch can average a double-double during the series, the Knicks will win easily. But he came through tonight. 12 points, 11 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds, pushbacks, blocking shots. Mitch was everything for us tonight. Like he said in the post-game chat the other night, they scared. They scared of Mitch, and indeed they are. Then, of course, you had Josh Hart coming through, but just pretty much what his name is. He's the heart and soul of this Knicks. Josh Hart coming through with 19 points, 7 rebounds to round it up. A solid game from the Knicks. We didn't have our bench dominating as they had all season, which was, quite frankly, for me, it's a little scary right now. And then, of course, even with Julius Randle, not being Julius. You know, what's going on with Julius? That's something that we need to find out. But let's jump over to the stats. Like I stated earlier, Barret, 9 for 18, 50%. Couldn't knock down a 3, but that's totally fine. Got to the free throw line, 8 of 13. But Barret knocked down your free throws. But we take that with 26. Julius, my man Julius. So now, we heard Tibbs saying that he's probably battling with that ankle injury still. The fact that he had to work hard to get back, to get the ankle feeling some type of way where he can play. Then, of course, still get his rhythm and conditioning and breathing down packed to play. So kudos for Julius for giving us the 27 minutes, even though he only jacking threes. I wouldn't say only, but he went 0 for 4, still 3 for 10. 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Knock down your free throws for 7 points. Then, of course, like we just talked about, Mitch, the Loch Ness Monster. Mitch coming through with 2 block shots, the 11 rebounds, the 12 points. Brunson with 29, as we stated. Hart with 19. I just want to bring up the bench quickly. 4 shots he took. He missed every shot, but he still had 2 rebounds, had an assist with the foul, but he still was a plus 11. Why? Because he played phenomenal defense. One thing about the Knicks, they always state, or Tibbs rather, is you're not scoring the ball well. There's other ways to be efficient in the game, and this is what we mean with quickly still having plus 11. Hartenstein came in still aggressive like these guys. Hartenstein had a phenomenal block on, I think, Isaac Okoro getting into the rack, almost doing on him, caught the block, which ignited a fast break, and the Knicks was able to transition and get the bucket. Defense creates offense. This is what the Knicks have been working on. But Hartenstein was plus 10 with 5 points, had 2 blocks of his own, 2 steals, 2 assists, 8 rebounds. That's your bench guy coming in and giving you the same production, stopping the Cleveland Cavs big man duo down over there. Deuce came in Mind you, Deuce only played 5 minutes. His first insert, Deuce in there playing defense, knocked down a 3. I'm like, this is Knick basketball. But Obi Toppin, for me, Obi Toppin doesn't get the keys of the game, but I'm going to show you how pivotal Obi was for us. Obi came in with 5 offensive rebounds, 8 total rebounds. Now, remember, that's been an issue for us with Obi, has been his rebounding, as well as him playing defense. He, petty foul. He only had 1 foul, but Opie spacing the floor. We were able to play 5 out with Brunson on the floor. This is when we had Hartenstein spaced out, and you had Opie out there as well. And Brunson was able to go to work. Why? Because you had 5 out spacing the floor where Brunson can have that clear drive down the lane, which was awesome. So kudos and shout out to Coach Tibbs for adjusting during that time period. Definitely adjusting during that time period. So far right now, Knicks got the lead 3-1. Do you know this feeling, ladies and gents? Do you know this feeling? Mind you, the Knicks won a series in that 2012 where we beat Boston. The Knicks beat Boston to move on to where we faced the Pacers. So that was the last time the Knicks have won a playoff series. Was in 2012. That's crazy. That's crazy. But we're moving along. We're getting here. We're here now. Huge shout out to Josh Hart playing phenomenal defense. I don't know when the next game is. I'm going to definitely check to figure out when it's the next game. But best believe I'm looking forward to it. Knicks are rolling 93-102. Phenomenal game. It's like, what else can we talk about regarding the Knicks and the effort and the energy? And it's crazy. I do want to talk about this aspect was that second half. Cleveland came out moving the ball, and the Knicks didn't know what to do in that aspect. I'm going to keep it 100. We didn't know what to do, but they kept their composure. They kept their composure, took a timeout. I guess Tibbs must have spoke to them. And I don't know what Cleveland went against that ball movement. When the Cleveland was utilizing the big pick and roll, that was killing us because Mitch had to, and then it was still either playing drop coverage or the roller would get straight into the middle. Then they do the big pass. They kind of went away from that. Why? Because I guess the Knicks started to do a better job at reading that and dealing with that. And then that's when they started to go on the guard pick and roll. And then that's when Tibbs brought in quickly to switch and quickly brought that energy. So it was just rocking in the Garden. It was a solid victory, solid game all across. Definitely look forward to Game 5. Can the Knicks close it out in Cleveland to give us a break, give Julius legs time to rest? Because we could potentially play Miami Heat in the second round. Not even the Milwaukee Bucks, depending on how that series goes. Because Giannis been out with the injury. And as crazy as it sounds, Miami, I think, is up 2-1 right now. So just listen to this, right? Let me go big on this one. We're gonna go to the big screen. Just listen to this. The Knicks in the regular season have beat Cleveland. The Knicks in the regular season has beat Miami. And the Knicks in the regular season has beat Boston. Now, these are the 3 potential teams that we can face throughout the rest of the playoffs if the Knicks win each series. Now, Boston is rolling. And it's playoffs is a total different scenario. But just listen to me. If we can get past Cleveland, which I think we can do, and Miami beats Milwaukee Bucks, just the confidence that the Knicks can have going into that series. We have home court in that series as well. Just imagine the confidence and the feeling going into that, knowing that you beat that team, knowing that you could potentially, and then the guy that's been killing us for the most part is Tyler Hero, who is out for the rest of the playoffs. We just got to worry about playoff Butler. And then, of course, we know Boston could potentially, if they beat Philly, can make it to that next round. Philly's that only team that we struggled against in the regular season. So that's something to listen to, something to have on your mindset. ladies and gents. Knicks fans, we are rolling. Knicks are up 3-1. Definitely look forward to the next game. On that one, ladies and gents, we out.